What's up, everybody? Welcome to Blackout Tinting. It is Wednesday, which means it's time for What's in the Shop again. This is like the first real spring day it feels like we've had so far this year. It's crisp 65 degrees outside. And now that it's getting a little bit nicer, we got a lot of cool stuff coming in. So let me show you what we have in the shop today. Behind me here, T's working on a Ram 3500 heavy duty. It is getting XR fronts and a visor. So obviously it's going to factory match the back windows. And it's going to clean up the look of the whole truck. Behind John here, we have something we normally don't see in the shop. It's super cool that we have. This is a Red Bull Edition KTM 350 XC. The customer brought this in. He's big into, obviously, like dirt bike racing and that kind of thing. Takes him out on the track. He has a bunch of sponsors and stuff. And he thought, well, I want to get this ceramic coated because these things get super dirty. And I want to take the best care of it I can because this is a really special bike. There's only like 400 of these in the US. So it's not something you get to see very often. So Jimmy actually ceramic coated this yesterday. He installed the grips as well as you can see here. So like whenever your knees are against the bike, you have something to kind of catch on to keep you on there. We took the whole bike apart and took a bunch of pieces off and just did it individually to make it a little bit easier because some of this stuff's kind of hard to get to. But Jimmy's master with this stuff, so he took it apart nice and quick, got it coated in XPEL Fusion, and it's ready to get on the track this summer. So obviously, we are getting to that time of year where everybody's starting to think of getting their summer cars out, which means rock chips are going to be a big thing. So PPF is in full swing right now. Right behind me, we actually have two GMC Sierras in here, but both very different. This red one actually has some painted pinstripes on here, which is a unique addition to this as well. This is a GMC, I think this is a 2022 GMC Denali Sierra. So this thing's brand spanking new. Came in for an XPEL Fusion coating and a one-pass polish. So we just cleaned the paint up yesterday and got the ceramic on there. Caleb's in the process of working on the wheels, and if John will show you, you can see the difference between the two. The driver front here is already coated and cleaned up. Look how shiny that thing is. I mean, it is gleaming. So when you see that in the sun, it's gonna look sick. And then in the back, this is the one he's still working on. But look at the difference on that. Even just like a little dirt clinging to it, and without the ceramic, it has like no shine. You can barely even tell it's new chrome. So pretty soon he's gonna be pulling that off and cleaning that one up as well, and this truck is gonna be ready to roll. Behind the red one, we have another GMC Sierra, very different than this one. This is a 1500 Elevation Edition. These are pretty new. I don't think these have been around super long yet. But this truck has like 50 miles on it. The customer brought it straight to us. So same thing here, we're doing an XPEL coating on this. I just finished the polish earlier today and I'm almost done with the Fusion coating now. We have the wheels off, so we're in the process of doing those. And I almost have the paint finished up. So this thing's gonna be all shined up and ready to go as well soon. Behind these two trucks, there is something you also don't see very often. These are pretty new. This is a 2022 Toyota Venza. It is their hybrid model. So when you hear this thing turn on, it sounds kind of like a cross between a Tesla and a spaceship. It's a really unique sound. But this is in for the same thing as I said before. It got a full front clip of PPF as well as the rockers, which are two places that are super common to have rock chips and a lot of issues. And then afterwards, it's getting an XPEL Fusion coating and it'll be on its way out the door. There is a BMW 650i. This is a 2016. Aaron's actually actively installing the PPF as we speak. And like I said, now that summer's here, it's the season of full front clips. This is what we see a ton of all the time around this time of season, just because this is where you're gonna see the most rock chips and the most easy damage. So after it's done with the full front clip, we're gonna work on throwing an XPEL Fusion coating on this as well. So we're gonna do a full one-pass polish on everything that isn't filmed. Then afterwards, we're gonna apply the ceramic to the wheels, plastic, everything you can see on the outside as well. To the right of John, we have a 21 Mustang that's actually getting ready to leave pretty soon here. This is a GT model. This also got a full front clip. We gave it a quick cleanup while it was here as well. And obviously a 5.0 is gonna kick up a ton of dirt, a ton of rocks. This is one of those things where obviously it's a car you're gonna kind of beat on a little bit and you're gonna have some fun with it. So getting a front clip on this is especially important because you're gonna see a lot of rocks flying up, especially during the summer. So this guy's gonna be ready to go once he comes to get it, and I'm sure he's stoked just as much as we were to work on it. And it'll be on its way out the door in a few days here. All right, guys, and now we are outside. We have a couple things out here I wanted to show you as well. Right behind me, we have a Mercedes GLS 450 that was here last week and got a full PPF wrap on it. Now that it just came back, we're in the process of getting ready to apply the XPEL Fusion on there. So this customer wants the maximum amount of protection possible, and this is definitely the way to do it. Obviously, the entire car is wrapped in PPF film, and then we're gonna put ceramic on that as well, which is essentially giving it two layers of protection, the film and the ceramic on top of the film. And he's gonna see the longest longevity possible out of his car in the future as a result of that. We have 3 tint jobs that just got finished earlier today. We have a 21 Hyundai Palisade, which got XR fronts to match the factory tint in the back. We have I think this is a 2019 Wrangler, 2019 Jeep Wrangler that also got XR fronts to match the factory. and a 2022 Porsche Macan as well, which also got fronts to match the factory tint. So as you can see, getting those fronts to match the rest of the tint is pretty popular, because I mean, it's kind of weird if you have two front windows that aren't tinted and then the back ones are. It just doesn't really flow as well. So obviously, as you can see, especially on the Wrangler, it really brings the whole car together and gets that whole aesthetic wherever the customer wants it to be. I believe that takes care of everything we have outside for you this week. And I'm sure you guys are really excited to see what's going on in Miami. However, they're still getting a few things tied up before they're at the point where they're ready to show fully what's going on. So Josh is going to be tying things up there the next week or so. And you guys are going to see some really cool cars coming out of Miami very soon. So I'm going to send it over to Luke down in Gibsonia and he'll tell you what's going on. And like always, guys, thank you for watching What's in the Shop Wednesday. I appreciate you all joining us today and hope you like what you saw. If you do want to see more of our content, please like, subscribe, and follow us below for some really cool stuff coming up in the next couple weeks as we approach the nice summer here in Pennsylvania. Thanks, guys.
What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, so it's time to check out what's going on here at the Gibsonia shop. Behind me here is a 2016 Cadillac CTS-V. This got PPF on the full front and the rocker panels. So the hood, two front fenders, front bumper, and mirror caps are protected by paint protection film, along with the bottom rocker piece. That includes the rocker panel itself down here, along with a piece on the bottom 4 inches of the door. This is also getting a paint correction and a Fusion Plus ceramic coating. We completed that job yesterday, so it's waiting pickup from the customer now. Here we have a beautiful Elkhart Lake Blue C8. This is getting a full paint correction and ceramic coating on everything besides the wheels. The customer is buying aftermarket wheels, I believe this weekend. So those will be in the shop probably next week on What's in the Shop to show you those being coated. Next up, we have a BMW X5. This is getting the works. It's getting Dynaflex on the outside of the windshield to protect from rock chips. Window tint on all the side windows, the back window, and the windshield, along with the Fusion Plus ceramic coating. Another coating over here being done by Mark is this Bentley Bentayga. This is getting, again, a paint correction and coating on everything. Paint, plastic, glass, chrome. Wheels came off. Those are now complete. And it's just curing now, should be all set by tomorrow. Back in the PPF bin, we have a Acura TLX from our friends at Collier's Auto Service. This is getting PPF on the full front, hood, two front fenders, front bumper, mirror caps, along with XPEL CS Prime 20% tint on the side windows and the back window. Over here, you can see we have a Audi A6. It's all dusty. That's actually buffing compound, not dust. Steve, man behind the camera, is buffing that out so all the micro scratches, swirls all go away. Black paint is always scratched and swirled via washing, automatic car washes, so we're going to take care of all those scratches and then coat the entire vehicle, all the black paint, headlights, taillights, glass, wheels, everything, in our XPEL Fusion Plus ceramic coatings. Also in for PPF is this C7 Corvette. This has been on a couple What's in the Shops. It's here for mainly car storage. While it's here, the customer wanted to get his old PPF taken off, new PPF installed on the full front, and these piano black 8-pillar pieces here, and then we're going to buff out the entire vehicle and do a Fusion Plus ceramic coating. Lastly, inside we have a McLaren 570S. This got a full PPF wrap in the Latrobe location about 2 years ago. Here in Gibsonia, we're going to check over all the PPF, make sure it's holding up okay, and then on the windshield, we are going to take off the Dynaflex. We took it off yesterday, actually. He was through a couple rallies, so it's pretty beat up. We're going to put a fresh piece on for him. Once that's complete, do a full ceramic coating on the entire vehicle. Outside here, we have a pretty unique tint job. This is a Vengeance Rogue camper. We're going to be tinting all the side windows on this. I believe there's 8 windows total in our XR Plus 35% tint. Super high performance tint, has 98% infrared and 99% UV heat rejection, so it's going to be a lot more cool and comfortable inside their camper during their trips. Here we have a Mercedes-Benz S560 from our friends at Tower Auto Sales. It's got the side windows and the back window done, and the XR 35% window tint. Last but not least is this Ford Bronco. I love this green color on this vehicle. This got a full paint correction and Fusion Plus ceramic coatings. The same customer is picking up today and dropping off his 5 Series, also on for this week, for ceramic coating. That's all for what's going on here at the Gibsonia shop. We'll see you guys back here next week.